I'm Paula Rani live in Lviv, Ukraine. We're tracking reports that Russia has fired 8 missiles at a Ukrainian base northwest from where we are here in Lviv. Officials say they are checking on casualties. And this, Ukrainian President Zelensky, is pleading for more Western aid, even though he says Russian troops are taking major losses in his country. He says more than 360 Russian tanks have been put out of commission, and Russia has lost the use of 31 tactical battalion groups. Ukraine says close to 13,000 civilians were evacuated from the areas affected by fighting on Saturday, but that sadly 7 people, including 1 child, were reportedly killed by Russian fire while trying to flee near Kyiv. Mr. Zelensky says Russia will be held responsible for what it's doing in his country.
We have to stand firm and keep on fighting every night, and every day we should be fighting for ways to destroy, to harm the enemy in all the directions. We will achieve and we will reach what's ours, so that all the occupiers and all the collaborators will know that Ukraine will not forget. Never, nothing. Ukraine will not forget. Ukraine will find them and will call them to responsibility, each one of them.
Well, the staff at Ukraine's Chernobyl nuclear plant is basically living there. That's the word from the International Atomic Energy Agency. The Chernobyl and Zaporizhzhia nuclear plants are under Russian control. According to the IAEA, the Ukrainian crews are working under tremendous pressure while managing the plants and while being occupied by Russian troops. Let's not forget. Chernobyl, you'll recall, is the site of the world's worst nuclear accident. The plant has lost external power, which it needs to cool used nuclear fuel, and it is currently running on generators. In other developments, the U.S. President Joe Biden has warned Russia there will be a price to pay if it uses chemical weapons in Ukraine. The warning came after the White House said Moscow may be planning to do that while falsely accusing the U.S. of developing chemical weapons in Ukraine. CNN's Katie Polglaze takes a closer look at Russia's false narrative.
The foreboding music, biohazard warnings. This Russian state media footage from 2015 claims to show America running facilities in Ukraine and Georgia that caused deadly outbreaks of disease and killed local livestock. This story is false, but that does not stop it continuing to circulate, evolving from biological hazards to biological weapons and becoming a key part of Russia's disinformation campaign justifying the invasion of Ukraine. The claims were debunked several years ago when, in 2020, the United States issued a statement to, quote, set the record straight, explaining the facilities are in fact for vaccine development and to report outbreaks caused by dangerous pathogens before they pose security or stability threats. But this week, the story was back.
We are confirming the facts that were unveiled during the special military operation in Ukraine that indicate an emergency cleanup of military biological programs by the Kyiv regime. They were carried out by Kyiv and financed by the United States of America.
Multiple times the Russian Foreign Ministry has resurfaced the debunked story. On Tuesday, it was mentioned by a Russian ally.
It is reported that those biolabs store a large number of dangerous viruses. During Russia's military operation, it was found that the US is using those facilities to conduct biological militarization activities.
So alongside these official statements, it's being repeatedly shared across social media, from Facebook to Twitter to Telegram, and CNN's been tracking its spread. And you can see here it's being posted in Canada, Australia, Germany, and this tweet, as one example, you can see it's being retweeted over 500 times already. The theory has now attracted the attention of figures and platforms with significant followings in the United States.
Go into Ukraine and take out the biolabs.
Such as the conspiracy theorist Stu Peters, and has been featured on the far-right platform InfoWars.
U.S. bioweapons labs in Ukraine.
And so Russia's false narrative on American biolabs in Ukraine continues to spread. Katie Polglaze, CNN, London.
And picked up by people in the United States, even though it's been so firmly debunked. Paula, there you have it, another front in the war, the information and misinformation war raging in another sphere.
Yeah, absolutely, Hala, and it has been a profound effect on this conflict. Hala, we'll hear from you again in just a few minutes, but in